Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Coming here with another review of a great product. This is from Sprint.com. That's Sprint.com. Thanks to them for sharing the phones with us so we could bring them to you. Watch for the versus comparisons we're going to be doing with all these phones. And this is the HTC One Max. This is the giant oversized version of the HTC One that's very popular. And this is a very beautiful, gorgeous phone. Let me tell you, this thing is a beautiful phablet, if you will, but it's great for watching movies, playing games, and of course, doing just about anything. You can do your whole work on this. Who needs an iPad or a tablet anymore? You can do everything you need to do on the HTC One Max. So I really enjoyed this phone in reviewing it. And so let's get into the details of it. What is in the HTC One Max? Now this has got the Android 4.2.2 in it. It comes with Sense UI 5.5, which is the HTC version. It's pretty good. I like the new Sense 6.0, but there is talk that they're supposed to get updated to the new Sense on the HTC One Max, so that will be really awesome. The dimensions on it are 6.48 in height. It's a very tall phone. It's 3.25 inches in width and 4.41 inches in thickness. It's got a weight of 7.65 ounces, which isn't too bad considering some of those phones that I've seen up around that range, given the size of this. Now, it's got an aluminum body with a 5.9-inch display screen, 1080p pixels, and 373 ppi. Is that crazy or what? And it's just a gorgeous, beautiful screen to look at. Around the back with the camera, we're looking at a camera of 4 megapixels. The front-facing camera is 2.1 megapixels, and the camcorder is 1080p with 30 frames per second. It's running on a Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 processor, 1.7 gigahertz, and 2 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of built-in storage, 3,300 milliamp hour battery with NFC technology, of course. Think of all the wonderful things you can do with it. It's a beautifully designed phone, and of course, I like the front-facing speakers too. The front of the HTC One Max is a beautiful, gorgeous display. You've got your front sensors, your speaker, your front-facing camera. Down below the other speakers, you can swipe, or you can use the fingerprint on the back to pull it out of standby. You've got your home button and your back button, capacitive touchscreens. And it's got the highlights, of course, that bring it up, which integrate all your social media info. A lot of people don't like it, but the new Sense that's supposed to be coming out that will update, Sense 6.0, this is 5.5 here, will autocorrect that and basically make it so that you can put your calls and other things right on the front of it, where the highlights will work in the background of the initial screen. So that works out really good, and I've tried it on the updated UI, and I like it a whole lot. So let's take a look at the back of the HTC One Max. Now we have the lamp flash there, camera eye. Right below it, we actually have a fingerprint scanner. So how about them apples? Right above it, a little microphone. And a fingerprint scanner, pretty freaking cool. And then a little bit of charging port there if you probably buy some special chargers for it. So that's the back of the HTC One. Beautiful aluminum back and everything else. Now one thing it has across the top is you have your earphone jack and your IR buttons, so you can use this with your TV, things of that nature, all that good stuff. And along the side, you have a little locking clasp. We'll show you what that does here in a second. It's pretty cool. On the bottom, there's a sync charging port with a small microphone hole. And on the side, we have your power button and your volume rocker button being the larger button. That's there. Let me show you what's really cool about this. You can expand the memory in this with a micro SD card up to 64 gigabytes. And you just push this button down. I'm pushing it the wrong way here. And slide in the card. This back pops off, actually, so you get your SIM card area in there, and then an area for the micro SD card. Very cool. Let's take a look at the Geekbench 3 scores. Now, a lot of people seem to be putting in software in to cheat these, but it seems like everyone's doing it. So we'll present the numbers to you, and I guess you can figure if everyone's doing it, you still get an idea as to where they're at. It's usually increasing percentage by 10% on average anyway. So 6.37 single-core score, 1839 multi-core score on this. It's only a 1.73 gigahertz chip, but it's got a big, beautiful screen, so there you go. Here, of course, is the amzn.to benchmark scores. You can take them for what they're worth. We show them to you, and you decide what you want to do with them. Came in at 27.864. You can see it's kind of mid-range there of some of the recent phones, and you can kind of see the breakdown there on it. The HTC One Max's camera is much like all the ones on the HTC One series line that they have now. And you've got your Zoe, which will combine photos and videos. You've got, of course, complete ability to touch anything you want to have on here. Now, with the camera, you're looking at a 4 megapixel camera, front facing 2.1 megapixels and 1080p 30 frames per second HD, of course, out the front. And you can see here you've got, of course, most of the stuff that you would have on any Android device to customize it. Only goes to 1080p. I was kind of disappointed in that. There's a lot of phones that are coming to market right now that are 4K, but this is a big phone and you're getting a lot with it. Comparatively, you're probably not buying it to photograph stuff as much, but it will do a great job for you in how it's built and what it'll do. You, of course, have filters you can take and put in here. Pretty much all the customization you can usually find with Android, so it's definitely going to get you some good results. Here's some great pictures that, of course, that we took with the camera. The camera's got just a beautiful camera. HTC One has done a really good job with these cameras in the series, and takes some really, really great cameras, especially in kind of low light situations. The video is excellent too. You'll see some video here, just colors that pop and everything else, and really good looking stuff. So very impressed with it. Great video, great camera. I wish it was 60 frames per second, 1080p, but it's only 30. And I wish it would have been 4K, but it's not. It's still a great camera though, and it's going to do a good job for you. Most people don't need some of those things as of this point in time. And you can see here just beautiful blues, just great video capabilities and photo capabilities. In the complete darkness, it's got a fairly good flash lamp. Not as good as I would have liked to have had, but definitely better than some of the other ones on the market. So it's kind of about a mid-range on the flash lamp, especially on the lamp, I should say, on video. Really, I thought it could have been a little better. On flash, on photos, they came out okay with the flash. Pretty good job. So all in all, I really like the phone. It's a beautiful HTC One Max from Sprint at sprint.com. Tell them Chris Voss sent you when you go over there. Just a great, great phone, and I love the size of it. It's just so beautiful and pretty, especially to watch movies, TV. You can get so much work done on these phones, too. That's the other thing I really, really enjoy about them. So be sure to check them out at sprint.com. Give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube. Hi folks, thanks for watching our video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. You want to subscribe and tell your friends so that we can keep bringing all this great content. Mobile phones, gadgets, you can see all the different phones we reviewed over the past year or two. Okay, so did you subscribe already? Be sure to tell your friends and subscribe. I'll wait. Oh crap, one of these phones is ringing. Someone answer that? Subscribe already.